Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So, the Germans were given an order by Al Capone, and they said, Jawohl, meine. Okay? And they did. What happened? They are joining the attack on Yemen. Oh, sorry, Houthis in Yemen. But how do they attack the Houthis? By violating the independent sovereign country of airspace of Yemen. What can you do? Very complicated. So the Germans said yes. With what? They're going to send some vessel, warship. They're going to test their weapons, some helicopters, some missiles to the Red Sea. Here is the article from Russia Today, and let's start it. Russia Today, 13th of January 2024. Germany to join EU mission against the Houthis. Media. A frigate, right there, a frigate, equipped with anti-aircraft missiles and attack helicopters is set to sail for the Red Sea on February 1. Die Welt has reported. Okay, well, let's see. So, Berlin is planning to send its F-124 Hessen frigate to the Gulf of Aden early next month. The German newspaper Die Welt's weekend edition has reported, citing sources. Well, that's a beautiful one. That's what it is. That's the one they are going to send. Well, I never liked to die on the sea. I would like to die in the air. So, thanks, but no thanks. I don't like. I wouldn't want to be a submarine in a submarine whatsoever, or like that. This is better than a submarine, but preference. The Sachsen class vessel is equipped with a reconnaissance radar capable of simultaneously detecting up to 1,000 targets, air defense missiles, and attack helicopters. It also carries anti-ship Harpoon missiles and torpedoes. The warship is reportedly scheduled to leave German shores on February 1st and head towards the Red Sea. The paper reported that the move is expected to be part of a new European Union maritime mission in the sea. Well, in the area. Well, I hope they protect our wealth and standard of living. The situation in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden remains tense amid a decision by London and Washington to launch a military operation there in response to the actions of the Yemen-based Houthi Islamist group. Now we know what's going on here. The Houthis pledged solidarity with the Palestinians amid the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas militant group in Gaza. More than 50 countries have since been affected by 27 Houthi attacks on ships as of mid-January, Washington stated. Trustworthy? Not. This week, the US and the UK started carrying out airstrikes on dozens of Houthi-related targets in Yemen. Moscow condemned what it called, quote-unquote, illegitimate airstrikes on Yemen by Washington and London, adding that the two nations did so without the United Nations Security Council permission. Yeah, but they said in self-defense we can do it. Who brought you there? Who brought you there? You creeped in, like in Ukraine. Who brought you there? You creeped in, and they're shooting at us. Where are you? Next to your border? Anyway, what can you do? This is the reality. It was not Russia going towards NATO. It was NATO going towards Russia. You can argue, which they did, and I think it's an imbecilic argument. Well, there's nowhere written or agreed that we cannot expand there. That's true. It's nothing. But don't you think that if let's say the Russians will bring some missiles in, let's say, Mexico or Canada, do you think the Americans will say, there's nowhere written that they cannot bring anything, so let them be? Do you think that's the way it's going to be? If you think that way, then I don't know how you drive a car, all right? Or how you take your underwear on, if you put them on, if you have any. Or like Jim Morrison, not at all. All right. So Turkish President Erdogan accused the US and the UK of seeking to turn the Red Sea into a sea of blood. No, they're seeking to attack Iran, destroy Iran. That's the goal. For whom? You know for whom. Berlin supported the military action by stating that it aligned with the United Nations Charter. Now, according to Die Welt, Germany and France want the EU to expand its maritime surveillance mission in the Strait of Hormuz, also known as Operation Agenor, to cover the Gulf of Aden as well. According to the paper, it can also be framed as a separate EU mission. They give the illusion. They're the same. If Al Capone, if he wants, is going to make everybody follow him wherever he's going to go. But it just gives this illusion to us, the baboons. That's how they consider us, baboons. That, hey, see, we're not like that. When they need to be a monolithic West, it is. When they want to show you that, hey, actually you guys are independent in Europe. Our forces and our weapons over there that only we control, they're over there to defend you. But you are in control, actually. Whenever you say, we leave, like we left Iraq, and not only. All right, the block's ships are primarily supposed to monitor the situation in the area and escort the civilian vessels going to the Gulf. Yet, they will reportedly also be authorized to use military force to shoot down Houthi missiles and drones, Die Welt. What if those drones go towards Israel? What are they going to do? Are they going to destroy them as the Americans did? Which is the right thing to do. The new mission is expected to be approved at a meeting of the EU foreign ministers on February 19th and to be officially launched before the end of the same month, the paper said. So these guys, that's how you do, start slow sometimes, but in this case, that's what they do. The game is against Iran, not against Houthis. Yeah, Houthis are, how should I put it, a little trampoline to elevate everything towards, because every time these guys are using, not necessarily the Russians for obvious reasons, whenever the West writes the word Houthis in one of their garbage articles, it's always attached, 99% of the time, is attached Iranian-backed or Iranian-sponsored or Iranian something. Why? They get you conditioned to understand that Iran, we already know, is bad, right? Now Houthis, Iran, not good, shooting at the vessels indiscriminately. So we're told that's bad. And we, the good, we're going to come and take care of the Houthis. How? Flatten them, and then we're going to make some little bases over there on some little ports and in the Gulf of whatever, Strait of and we're going to be over there by the Red Sea, and we're going to be like keeping peace, because that's what we do. And those guys will get richer, and we're going to work harder for less. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.